Good morning and welcome to Tuesday's Toolbox Talk. Today we're going to talk about welfare facilities on construction sites. So welfare facilities are a legal requirement on all UK construction sites. They ensure workers have access to basic health, hygiene and comfort provisions. These facilities protect workers' health, dignity and well-being and are essential for maintaining morale and productivity. So what are the legal requirements then? So under the Construction Design and Management Regulations, suitable and sufficient welfare facilities must be provided or made available at all times for workers while they're at work. There is an HSE guidance, which is CIS 59, and this clarifies that welfare facilities must be available from the start of the project, not installed later, and maintained in clean, usable conditions throughout. So let's go through what's required. So sanitary facilities, so toilets. Toilets must be adequate, clean and conveniently located. Flushing toilets with running water and hand washing facilities are expected where possible. In remote or short duration sites, chemical toilets may be used temporarily, but must be serviced regularly. Separate toilets must be available for men and women, or lockable unisex toilets must be provided. Ventilation and lighting must be adequate. Recently, the HSE has sent out guidance on sanitary waste disposal. So although there is no clearly defined specific legal duty under the Health and Safety at Work Act 1974 or the CDM regulations, naming sanitary waste disposal facilities as a requirement, it is reasonable to ensure that sanitary waste bins are provided in both male and female toilets. For a toilet facility to be deemed suitable and sufficient under CDM Schedule 2, there must be a means to dispose of sanitary waste, such as tampons, pads, underwear and dressings, so maintaining dignity. Washing facilities. So these must include hot and cold or warm running water, soap, towel or hand dryers, and sinks large enough for your forearms. They should be located near toilets and rest areas. Showers must be available if work is particularly dirty, dusty, or involves hazardous substances, such as concrete, bitumen, asbestos, or lead. And wash areas should be kept clean, heated, and ventilated. Rest areas and canteen facilities. So workers must have a clean, warm and dry area to sit and eat meals, prepare or warm food, so kettles or microwaves, and store food safely. There should be drinking water available. Facilities must be protected from weather with seating, with backs and tables. And restrooms should be a non-smoking and free from dust or containment area. Changing rooms and storage. So where workers must wear special clothing, so PPE or protective suits, suitable changing areas must be provided. Facilities must include benches and hooks or lockers, a separate male and female area where required, secure ventilated storage for clean and dirty clothing, and drying rooms for wet gear, especially in the winter. So drinking water. This must be readily available, clearly marked and safe to drink. Should be connected to the main supply where possible. If main supply isn't available, sealed water containers with disposable cups or refillable bottles should be provided. Maintenance and housekeeping. So welfare areas must be kept clean, stocked and functional at all times. Regular inspections should be done, so daily or weekly, and they should check the cleanliness of toilets and washing areas, the availability of soap, towels and paper, the functioning of heating and lighting, and to ensure clean tables, microwaves and kettles in rest areas. Remember, poor welfare leads to poor morale and can result in enforcement action by the HSE. So, a few consequences of poor welfare facilities. You could have increased risk of illness and infections. And those that are working during COVID, you can remember that the welfare facilities and the cleanliness that had to be in place for that. Could also cause low morale and poor retention of workers, especially in the winter months when it's cold and wet. It could reduce productivity. You could have legal actions or enforcement notices issued from the HSE inspectors. And you would also be in breach of the CDM regulations with potential prosecutions. So workers' responsibilities. So everyone on site has a role in maintaining welfare standards. So you should report any damage or unclean facilities immediately to your manager. You should use facilities properly, so keep them tidy. Dispose of any waste correctly and encourage others to respect welfare provisions. So just some key takeaways then. So welfare facilities are a legal right, not a luxury. They must be in place before work begins and maintained throughout. They must be clean, accessible, and welfare should support health, safety and morale. And everyone is responsible for keeping them in a good condition. I hope you found that useful, and thank you for your time.